Chapter 51. Cinder came to rest in front of the cave entrance to the wolf's village. Snarl fell to the ground and Cinder dropped him from her talons. The fall caused him to scuff his knees and he felt a small pain in his ankle. He glared up at the black dragoness. "Some certified master you are," he growled. "Excuse me, wolf," Cinder hissed some black jet from her mouth. "I don't like having to carry you and your fleet-man friends all over the place and then have you bleed all over me afterwards." Snarl barked angrily and brandished his weapon at the tiny dragoness. "You will watch your mouth, dragon, or I will cut it from your skull yourself myself. I lost good warriors out there today. You best show respect for our sacrifice, or I'll teach you to respect us wolves." Cinder wanted to snap back at the elf so bad, but she held her tongue. She couldn't afford to give herself away to the enemy right now. She let her tired sigh as she returned to her normal form. Snarl waited until he was able to look down at her before turning back in the mouth of the cave. Cinder hesitated for a moment before following him inside. As the two of them walked through the streets of the cave village, the other wolves watched Cinder with angry eyes. Many spads nipped at her heels as she trailed behind Snarl. When they reached the central plaza, Snarl came to a stop. Many of his mutant wolf warriors were gathered in the huddle and didn't even notice his arrival. "What is the meaning of this?" he cried, causing his voice to jump in surprise. The multiple mutants stepped away to reveal a young black dragon standing in the middle of the cluster. His bright red eyes locked on Snarl as he recognized who he was. The elf strode up to the dragon and stared down at him, trying to look as intimidating as possible. "Another dragon? I don't run a cub care service here. Mind your mouth, wolf." The dragon curled a lip at the pack leader. The other wolves glanced nervously from the dragon to Snarl, unsure of what the alpha would do. "I have orders from my master." "Then spit out and be gone with you." The dragon just gave a cocky smile before speaking again. "The master has ordered that you take some of your warriors to the burning mountain and make your final preparations." "Immediately." Snarl bit his lower lip. He desperately wanted to strike this arrogant dragon, but restrained himself enough to do so. "Very well then," he sighed. Then a defiant snort escaped from between his teeth. "I will head there as soon as I gather my warriors and weaponry." "Good." The black dragon nodded. "I'm glad we understand each other." The dragon moved past Snarl, who stepped aside with a hazel glare on his face. He was seeing the dragon noticed Cinder. He was definitely older than she was, nearly twice her size. He gave her a lectured smile as he approached her. "Hey there, sexy. How about a romp in the shadows?" Cinder's expression turned to a nasty snarl as the dragon walked up to her, pressing his chest to hers. "What? Know your place, weakling," Cinder hissed. She suddenly ducked into a shadow and burst up from underneath him. The young male was knocked in the air and Cinder leaped after him. She grabbed and kicked him back down into the ground. The impact was enough to crack the stone and make the dragon's eyes widen in surprise. Cinder hovered in place as she watched the dragon scrape himself off the ground and shake the dust and pebbles off his scales. He glared for a moment and Cinder readied herself for his attack. Instead, the dragon just smiled. "I love a girl who can fight. You're definitely a real firecracker." Cinder felt her temper rise and her eyes began to glow red. The dragon only left in half of the cave entrance. "Have it your way, honey. But if you ever need me, you know where to find me." "Beat it!" Cinder snapped and spat a spike fireball at him. The dragon yelled and dove out the cave as the fireball whipped over his head. Cinder giving an agitated growl, she landed back on the floor of the cave. Snarl ignored her as he turned to his warriors. "Make way for departure," he ordered. "We leave for Immunity's Verge in 5 minutes. Do I make myself clear?" The warriors howled excitedly and scrambled over each other, grabbing food and weapons. As the scuffle continued, Cinder turned away from them. She was half of the cave entrance now spotted her. "Where do you think you're going?" Dev demanded, tying his grab on the hand of his weapon. "I'm going to speak with my master," Cinder said as she began to glow with convexity. Snarl retained his stern glare as the dragon rose over his head once again. "I will meet you at Munitions Fort when I am done." Without another word, the black dragon turned towards the cave entrance. With a single lunge, she chopped off out of the hole and spread her massive wings. Snarl curled his lip as he listened to the sound of her wing beats fade in the distance. He turned to his warriors and scrapped their attention with a sharp bark. "Finish gathering supplies ahead to Munitions Forge." He turned back to the cave entrance. "I too am going to speak with the master." Sarah woke from a sudden chill. Her eyes flickered open, and she stared around the room. She was lying on a bed of pillows stacked in the shape of a nest, which sat upon a small pillar. Rising beside the bed of pillows were bundles of roses, as black as the night. Candles lined the ring of the pillar, and glowing violet crystals embedded in the walls illuminated the room in an eerie glow. Stella's scales routed in discomfort. This place gave her the creeps. She started to get up but collapsed onto the soft cushions when she felt a stabbing pain in her side. Her cracked ribs hadn't fully healed yet. Easy there, a female voice warned. You haven't recovered yet. The lion dragons raised her head and looked around. Who said that? Her eyes anxiously darted from shadow to shadow. Then from across the room, a pale of black flames burst up from the ground. Stella's eyes grew wide as a young black dragon stepped out from the shadows. Leon! How are you, Stella? It's been a while. He smiled casually. Stella was speechless. She had nearly forgotten about the black dragon since Terminator forcibly removed him from the group. The black dragon slowly approached her. Stella felt another chill run down her spine as Leon stopped and looked down at her. You look supposed to see me. Leon pointed out. Cousin started to blush slightly. Don't tell me you forgot about me already. Sorry, stammered, unable to recover from his sudden appearance. Leon just smiled. It's alright. I'm sure you and the other gods have had your hands full lately. He reached up and stroked her cheek. The sudden touch caught the dragon as it snapped out of her trance and jerked away from him. Oh, come on. Are you still mad because of what's happened? Leon, I just... Stella had never felt at a loss for words. She turned her head away, unable to look at him. Unfazed by her reaction, Leon just smiled. It's alright. I understand if you're still mad, but I've decided to make it up to you. They got Stella's attention. She looked back at him with a curious yet skeptical expression. Oh? And how do you think you'll make it up to me? And the rest of us for that matter. I'm not the only one you hurt, you know. Leon casually scratched his cheek. Well, I don't know about the others. I hadn't really thought that far ahead. The truth was, he hadn't considered them at all. But you... Leon leaned down and bumped her nose gently with a snout. I would do anything for her. Stella tried to lean away, but Leon draped a wing around her, pulling her close to his side. The dragon immediately became more uncomfortable. I will give you anything you want, Stella. Anything your heart desires. The black dragon whispered next to her. Black tongues of flame licked from his mouth towards Stella. The heat seemed to relax her muscles, and her eyelids began to droop. Shadow energy battled around Leon's feet and continued to surround the lightning guardian. But... you can't. Stella murmured as she began to fall victim to the black dragon's spell. Oh, can't I? Leon's voice gave a slight hiss, and the flames in the room flickered in response. Leon's eyes began to glow purple, and Malfoy's voice began to distort the young dragon's tone. Everyone has desires about your Stella. Even you. You're telling me that you don't even have one little thing that you desire. Stella's breathing began to grow heavier. What is that you desire? What is it you long for? The black dragon continued dragging it up and down. Her sleek golden yellow scales glistened in the dimly lit room. As the guardian of light began to submit to the spell, the shadows like danced around them for glee, waiting for the command to swallow her whole. Leon smiled as the guardian dropped her guard. The glow of his eyes intensified as he began to infiltrate her mind. He looked deep into her soul and smiled when he found what he was looking for. I see. He nodded slightly as the glow left his eyes, returning them to the normal crimson coloration. So you do have something you want from life. He brought his tail blade up and ran it down her spine, to the base of her tail and let it slide down her side, just behind her back legs. The tingles of change brought Stella back for a quick moment. No, Stella muttered. She was still somewhat aware of what was going on, but felt too weak to fight it. Leon, don't. It's alright. The black dragon was walking around the face her again. If it's the family you want, then I would be more than willing to give you one. He leaned in and pressed his lips to Stella's, forcing her lips open, letting his tongue slide inside her out of her mouth. Stella moaned, but more out of surprise than pleasure. The remaining consciousness of her mind wanted to pull away from him, but her body wouldn't respond. Leon sighed deeply, letting his dark energy seep into her mouth. Stella felt the tingling sensation as it began to spread down her throat. Her scales began to darken with a brilliant golden yellow to a burnt sienna. Leon's shadows rose up around the two dragons. Malefor's face manifested above them, and an evil smile formed on his face. I can give you anything and everything in the world, the dark monster whispered in her mind. I only ask one thing from you. He watched his jealous eyes slowly begin to close. Complete loyalty to me.